Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call to order and welcome everybody to the May the 3rd, 2021 Commission meeting of Limestone County Commission. Ellen, do we have any public comment?
We do. Gary Shanowith.
Gary, if you don't mind, step up here to the microphone, please, sir.
My name's Gary Shanowith. I'm actually a City of Madison resident. I'm the city engineer there for the past 16 years. I'm going to be retiring soon, and before I retired, I wanted to come here and thank the Limestone County Commission. The last 8 or 9 years, we've been having several joint sessions or joint projects where we have shared resources to get some road work done, and it's made my life much easier, and it's been very good for both of our residents. And before I left, I just wanted to come here and say thank you very much. And having said that, I'll leave the meeting and let you get back to your business.
Thank you, Gary.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed working with you a lot.
Yes, sir.
I really have.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
War Eagle.
All right, we have any more, Ellen?
Yes, Teresa Todd.
Teresa, if you don't mind, step up to the microphone, please, ma'am.
I certainly will. Thank you. So good morning to all the commissioners and chairmen. I'm Teresa Todd, the tourism president for Athens and Limestone County. And on behalf of Tourism Association, I'd like to ask permission to use the steps of the courthouse for Singing on the Square. That'll be, May 21st and June 25th, July 6th, and August the 6th. And it'll be somewhere like from 5 to 9:30. We'll need the time for them to set up and then to break down. And then also, I'm going to send y'all an annual report from tourism, and it's got a little marketing plan with it as well. So every 3 years there's a rural conference. The rural conference is such a wonderful, wonderful tool for all of us in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi to attend. So every third year we get to host it. And so next year will be our turn. They start a year early, of course, to get everything done. So I don't know if we will win, the bid, but we are hoping to go ahead and to bid on it. It's got so much agriculture in it that I really think that I can maybe pull from some of you all to help me with our tours. And let's see, I better not get off the script. So it's over 150 people that will be attending from the 3 states. They're going to stay 3 nights at least. Sometimes they come in a little early and because they want to see the community. So what we'll have to do that I know of is that we'll have to give at least 2 tours, and we'll probably have 1 to 2 meals that we'll have to pay for. So it's going to be an expense on us. I also will need some transportation to take these people to the tours. Definitely won't get, Belchev in there. I want to take them to our gin, our new gin. I am in love with that thing. It's so cool the way it operates. So anyway, we won't learn about that till October of this year. We're going to be bidding on it next month. So it's kind of close, and I just wanted to let y'all know in case if you were at all interested in knowing more about it or helping with it, because I'm sure I can use your assistance. Then the other thing is this month is also Travel and Tourism Month. It's the power of travel this year. That's our theme because we're back to traveling, hopefully a little bit more than what we're seeing so far. We're going to have an event in the Big Springs Memorial Park, and we're going to use that as part of our celebration, as well as Singing on the Square will also be part of the National Tourism Association. And, of course, I just want to plug a couple of things. The Sheriff's Rodeo, I know all of y'all know about it and when it is, but starts on the 8th. It goes through the 15th. And those 8 days that he brings people in is one of tourism's best times. I mean, Fiddlers does well, storytelling does really well bringing them in, but he has them here for 8 days. That's amazing. So I'm really excited about that. And don't forget, Sunday is Mother's Day. Oh, you guys write it down. So that's it. Do y'all have any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Well, thank you.
Highlight that Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, because we won't have a meeting between now. And Teresa, well, I'll look at that. I don't think that'll be a problem. We've done that in the past with the singing on the square, so I'll have to.
Okay, yeah.
We may have to approve a resolution or something. I don't know, but well, I'll look at it this evening.
We're just growing so much. I want to make sure I got mine time in there.
Well, I'll look at it, and we'll look at it, and I'll let you know.
Colin should probably be required to sing.
Exactly. Maybe even MC.
Well, that might just knock everybody out of coming.
The Christmas parade.
Well, thank you, ma'am. All righty. Moving on. We have any more public comment, Ellen?
We do not.
Thank you, ma'am. Would you call roll, please? I won't miss it this week.
Mr. Samet.
Here.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Here.
Commissioner Black.
Here.
Commissioner Townsend.
Here.
Everybody's here. Commissioner, let's see, Townsend, lead us for the pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, sir. All righty. All right. First on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from April the 19th of 2021. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion with the minutes? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $1,318,384.03. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Samet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Do we have any conflicts with interest, anything coming from the commission body today? All righty, everybody's silent. I'll take that as a no. First thing on the agenda being a resolutions and orders, I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution to prohibit through truck traffic on Bradford Road and the north section of Newby Road from Gray Road to Highway 72 and provide placement of both no through trucks and local deliveries only signs at the said locations. This resolution was put in here by Commissioner Barksdale. So to have a motion for this?
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second? All right. Motion dies for the lack of a second then. All right, moving on, contracts, agreements, and grants. I'll ask for a motion to approve constellation service agreement between Martin and Kobe Construction Company and the Limestone County Commission. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion with it? No discussion with it. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve an agreement with Goodwin, Mills, and Kaywood to analyze the existing and future requirements needed to adequately handle the traffic at multiple existing intersections as well as roadways located in the East Limestone area. Do I have such a motion?
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion with it? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no budget revisions, no emergency purchases. We have one board appointment, and I ask for a motion to appoint Penny Baker to the DHR board, please. Need a motion, please.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion with her? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no water bids under personnel action. I'll ask for a motion to approve family medical leave of absence for Hunter Gatlin beginning April the 22nd of 2021 and ending May the 31st of 2021. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion with it? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Hayden Piers as a corrections officer pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Third on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Adam Harper as Equipment Operator 1 position in District 2. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion with him? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
All right, under merit increases, I'll ask for a motion to approve the 10 merit increases listed below. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion with anybody? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
At this point, I'll turn it over to Engineer Report, Mr. Massey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have a few subdivisions for your consideration today, 5 in total, or 6 in total, sorry. Bailey's Acre Minor, so this is for preliminary and final, creating 2 lots in District 2. This is the west side of Jones Road between Nick Davis Road and Barksdale Road. And then Rose Subdivision, this is a minor, so it'll be for preliminary and final, creating 2 lots in District 1 on the west side of Mooresville Road. And then Charleston Phase 2, this is a major for preliminary, creating 170 lots in District 2, south side of Capshaw Road across from Menifee Road. Mallard Landing Subdivision, this is a major for preliminary approval, creating 56 lots in District 2, southwest corner of Barksdale Road and East Limestone Road intersection. Nature's Trail Phase 3, this is a major for preliminary approval, 161 lots in District 3. North side of Powell Road, approximately 600 feet east of Seegers Road. And then Kennesaw Creek Phase 1, a major for final approval, creating 54 lots in District 2, the south side of Nick Davis, approximately 1,900 feet west of Jones Road.
Okay. I'll ask for a motion to approve the 6 subdivisions submitted by the engineer, Mr. Massey. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion with any one of them? No discussion with either one of them. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Do you have anything else, Mr. Martin?
No, I don't have anything.
All right, thank you, sir. Under other business, I'll ask to transfer the following items listed below on inventory from one place to the next. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner.
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion with any item on here? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no scheduled public hearing at this time. Report of officers. Commissioner Sammet.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd just like to mention, I went to the first coffee call that's been held now, I guess, for over a year due to COVID at the Veterans Museum. And they're doing a lot of work to it. That's the first time it'd been opened. It's the first time they'd had their coffee call there. They're going to have it once a month, every first Saturday, I think it is, of the month. But anyway, it's a world of difference. Those folks have got all the room. They've got their tables spread out now. Before, when you went to the coffee call, they were elbow to elbow, just crunched up, and it's amazing, what they'll do with it. But they're getting their museum in place. They're moving everything over to the building, and if you get a chance to go by, I think you'd be impressed by them. They're doing a good job with it, and I know they'll carry on. But that's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Sammet. Commissioner Barksdale.
Yes, I would just like to ask Mark, my fellow commissioners, and when you place a no trucks sign on roads, what are the requirements, or how do we determine when you should do that? I know all of us in our district have those roads. I know District 2 has two, and I would think all the other commissioners have roads like that in their district. And I would just like to know, is that just off the top of our heads, or how do we do that?
I have one on Garrett Road. It's a road that we paved about 4 years ago. It's got two bridges on it. Those two bridges, if a truck gets on that road, there's no way to get around it. They're going to have to go over those two bridges, or they're going to have to use a little small access road to then hook back up with Airport Road. So we put those up for that. That's the white signs that are the, no through trucks, local deliveries only. Right. Another one that we put up temporary is coming from the concrete plant and the dumpster plant right there off of Pryor. What has happened there is they have broken off the sides of the road so bad that we probably got a 10-foot road, but they're using 4 feet on each side. That's pretty much dirt. Right. So I went and met with all the residents and told them that we were going to close the backside of Pryor off to all industrial traffic, just because there are homes there, until we can get it fixed. And then we told the industrial traffic just to use that front side. Now, that's all a temporary fix except for the Garrett Road, and the Garrett Road's got two bridges that nothing can go over it. And I have a DOT from the Sheriff's Department sit down there, I don't know, probably once a month, maybe twice a month, and write tickets to those that are bringing asphalt, sand, gravel, whatever down through there. So that's the reason, and that's how we went along and did it. And what I didn't do is stop commerce. If it's something that affects only a certain business or only a certain number of people, my concerns were there'll be a lawsuit somewhere down the road, because we're kind of picking and choosing who can and who can't do it. My road, I don't care if it's a dump truck or if it's a school bus, it's too heavy, which that would never happen. Right. They can't use that road for that general purpose. I didn't support the one that you brought up, because it pretty much just points a finger at one business and says, you're not going to be able to use this road and you're not going to be able to do that. If it comes back and it's a way that it can look like it's fair for everybody, I don't think any of the commissioners would have a problem with it. But that was just in stone. If you come out of that rock quarry, you're not going to use this part of the road, and I think that was kind of singling them out. And I understand. I got a rock quarry in my district too. Yeah. And I understand tremendously. But I think it would, if we were going to do something like that, it would take something to maybe to study it a little bit and look at it and go back to it. But if we did a resolution like that piece of paper would mean absolutely nothing. We'd have had no way to really enforce it, even though we did a resolution. That's it's kind of just one of those things where you can just wad it up, throw it in the garbage can, and you can't really enforce it if that's their main access to and from. So that's the reason.
I think their main access is the road I'm wanting to use, the road that we spent $500,000 on.
Yeah.
To make it suitable for trucks. The other road, and this wasn't directed at the Rogers Group, it was directed at the weight of the trucks. I don't care whose truck it is.
Yeah.
The Rogers Group has even said that road is not suitable for their trucks. So we're going to be stuck. We've put $500,000 in a road that make it suitable for trucks, and then they're going to be going over one that our District 2 is going to be have to keep repaired over a period of time. That was directed to the weight on the trucks is the only thing that motion was directed to. But I thank y'all for your
let me ask you this. We never have done, I know Commissioner Harrison wanted to do a weight limit on the road. We don't do any weight limits on roads. We only do weight limits on bridges. So if the Commerce has access to be able to use Highway 72 and they can use any of these other roads, I don't, and we haven't since I've been here, approved to put a weight limit on a road.
Right.
I know they're going to tear it apart too, but if you start doing that, then you're going to go over to Ladonge and you're going to say, well, your fertilizer trucks or your feed trucks from the chicken farm can't use this road because we're gonna say it's a 10-ton limit. Well, so you're messing with commerce then. So anything that you do like that, you've got to have a really good reason, and it needs to almost be a legal reason backing it up, or they're going to give us a legal reason why they still going to use it.
Right.
That's my only thing. Not weight limiting a road because, man, we got so much infrastructure, so much stuff going on now in your district, my district, even the others. But man, we go to doing that and let somebody call in here and tell us they don't want a dump truck going in front of their house, so we're going to weight limit that road. It's going to cost us a lot more money to pay that fine or lawsuit than it is to fix that road. So that's just my 50 cents.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you have anything else, Commissioner Barstow?
I don't.
All right, Commissioner Black?
Yeah, the one thing, you may have been going to say something about this after a while, but this is Correction Officers Week. All those that work in Department of Corrections inside the jail, they are many times the ones that receive the abuse from inmates when they come in there. They spit on them, they rub fecal matter on them, they wrestle with them. I mean, it's just a constant, nothing's easy. It's kind of like herding cats. And they don't get enough recognition, so because they're kind of behind the wall and you don't get to look in the window and see them, you don't get to see them ride around the cars and stuff. So I would like to thank the corrections officers at the jail for all that they do for our county. So, and that's it.
I would second that. One in Decatur recently got attacked.
Oh yeah,
Did y'all see that?
she got beat up pretty
Terrible.
bad. Yeah.
Commissioner Townsend?
I'd also like to thank the corrections officers for everything they do. I mean, they, without them, the sheriff's department, the jail would be kind of chaos, but they do a great job. I'd like to let everybody know on Easter Ferry, they got one lane paved, I think, last week. The rain got them on the other lane. Hopefully, they're going to get that this week and get that paved and get that road hopefully finished up. I know it's been a long process, but they're about to get it done. And then on Whitty Mill, I've had several phone calls about it. I just want to let everybody know me and Mark is working on trying to get a plan together on getting that road finished, or fixed, not finished, but fixed, because it's coming all to pieces from the snow and ice. But we are trying to work a plan to get that repaired, and just watch out for my crews. They out fixing potholes and cutting brush and picking up trash. That's all I got.
I got several things here. I want to thank Jason for bringing up the corrections officer. I didn't realize that, but I mean, that is one of the hardest jobs for us to keep filled in this county, and it's one of the jobs that probably gets the less thanks, but I mean, it is a much needed service. I want to thank all of them for their service.
No, I forgot to give this.
Well, I'll let you go ahead and do it. Jason does a
All right, I got the legislative report, and it ties into what the chairman's saying here. The two things that ACCA did for the 67 counties, and one of them was providing relief to the county jails and returning certain responsibilities to the State Department of Corrections. This new law provided overcrowded jails where, like Limestone County, may be housing state inmates that are not really our responsibility. So once they go to court and once they're convicted of a crime, they're supposed to go to a state prison. Well, it used to be that they didn't want to come pick one up. They wanted to pick up two. And then it became COVID, and then it became all these other things, and we got people up there in the jail, and we're not as bad as some of the other jails that are supposed to be in the state prison, and we're funding them. We're in there taking care of them. So, got that passed, providing relief to the county jails that certain inmates will hold, but other inmates we need to be provided reimbursement from the state for that, and that got passed. The other thing here was expanding membership for the Employees Retirement System Board. That's mainly for our employees and state employees. It just gives us a voice on that retirement board. They, of course, with anything else, they had all people from the state. They had no local government people on there, and we pushed for that, and we got it passed on April the 13th. That now we have a voice on that board to help all of our local commission employees. That's it. Sorry.
Thank you, Commissioner Black. Like I said, back to my list here, the corrections officer done. This is rodeo week coming up next week, and I mean, like I said, I never would have thought years ago I'd be involved in a rodeo again. I mean, when I was a little kid, my dad was there when the first one was started. I stepped on the rake the first year it was out there. So I stuck a rake through my foot. So here I am involved with the rodeo again. So this is rodeo week coming up next week, and And another thing is, on May 13th, the Limestone County Career Tech Center is going to have their graduation at the courthouse. This is the first time we've ever had an outdoor graduation on the courthouse square, and wish them well. Vince Green, I'm unfortunately not going to be here to attend it. I wish I was, but Vince Green down at Tech School has asked me about it, and one of our own workers in this room is graduating from Career Tech program and ready to work. Layla up in the stands there, so congratulate her and everybody else will be graduating with the Career Tech, because we won't have a meeting between now and then. And like Commissioner Salmon has said about the Veterans Museum, if you hadn't had a chance to go over there, they have done an awesome job with it. Been over several times through the construction. It looks totally different. They still have an event venue, plus they have their museum, and the veterans will do well with it, and proud to be a part of that. And thank Commissioner Black for ACCA legislative report. He does a great job with that. And one thing I will say, was talking about we had a conversation a little bit back and forth about the area. I know that there was some mention of a bridge on Bradford Road. I mean, I'd like the engineering department to look into that and see if, if the Bradford Road Bridge does have a weight limit on it. If it does, see what kind of structure it is, and we'll go from there and maybe bring that back. And thank everybody for coming. And like Teresa told us earlier, it is Mother's Day coming up. If you got a mother that is still alive on this earth, you call her and tell her you love her, because she's the reason you're here. So all that being said, we will adjourn until 9 a.m. On May the 17th of 2021 at the Clinton Street Courthouse Annex, 100 South Clinton Street. Thank everybody for being here today.